CIGA Design are always working with cutting edge materials, as well as incredibly crafted pieces and beautiful displays. Their Eastern Jade is no different. One thing I'll say about this watch is you definitely need to see the lume signature, so stick around for that. This watch has been created with sintering oxygen enriched 1800 degree environments. And I'm talking Celsius. You're going to absolutely love it. And you will not believe it comes in at less than $600. My name's Jason. I'm your watch guy today. Let's get into it. CIGA Design have always been cutting edge ever since I started reviewing them. And that comes from combining incredible materials with modern design to create incredibly innovative watches. The casing of this piece is made in their ceramic jade material, giving the watch the texture of ceramic but the resilience of porcelain. Obviously this is a very glossy effect watch and it catches that light absolutely beautifully. The curvature to this 43mm squared design gives an almost robust yet sophisticated look. One thing that I will say is it fits beautifully to wrist and it feels so comfortable due to the material that they're using. If you've never experienced a ceramic watch before, it is definitely something that should be on your checklist. The pull push crown gives very easy access to the time telling function of this piece, as well as being able to manually wind this automatic watch. The movement is gorgeously presented, almost sandwiched between two sapphire crystals, curved beautifully, and it is suspended in the center of that piece with an anti-shock system that almost gives us the effect of this skeletonized movement floating between. The casing comes in just under 13mm thick, including those two curved sapphires. The system that CIGA Design are using is impressive alone. However, this actual movement and its decorations and small little modifications make it absolutely gorgeous to look at. The caliber CD02 movement is an in-house caliber. It's made up of over 100 precision-made pieces, delivering us 40 hours of power reserve, a beautiful high sweep beat to that fronting central gear, and a pretty reasonable daily variance. The borders and the central cross of the piece almost give me a 3D printed type of vibe, but then you combine that with the metallic gears and movement aspects, it just looks fantastic. Even down to the reserve barrel, they've engraved it in a fantastic way, and it just shows the levels that they can now achieve in their watchmaking. Obviously, this isn't the most straightforward timepiece, and I don't think any skeletonized piece ever is. That being said, the skeletonized handset is quite bold and still quite legible, even with that skeleton aspect. The lume is pretty impressive, as I said in the intro, but you're gonna have to wait until the end to see that. CIGA Design have signed the piece at the 3 o'clock, keeping this a more natural view and not obscuring their work too much. I've already mentioned the pull push crown. The case back is also screwed into the casing, and therefore this piece only comes in with 30 meters of water resistance. Not something that you want to expose to water-based activities, but also not something that I'd imagine myself putting on to jump in the pool. I'll let you know now, it has a butterfly clasp, and you know I'm not the biggest fan of them. I do have to say though, because of the ceramic bracelet, it does help a lot with the fit and it makes it feel that bit more comfortable on wrist. Beyond that, the links are shorter and therefore you can get a more accurate fit. This one is available with a rubber band, but I'm going to tell you now, you want the ceramic bracelet. It just gives you the overall completion of this piece, I think. It's like going to the Eiffel Tower and only going halfway up. You want to go to the top. So, incredible watch, right? Especially under the $600 mark. But where does it fall short? Let's get into my negatives of the piece. First of all, obviously the water resistance, 30 meters, not gonna be for everyone's daily use, not gonna be for most people's daily use. This is more of an occasion wear piece. Obviously I can't just let it skate by because it's a more dressier aesthetic. I have rinsed watches of 50 meters before, so everyone gets the same treatment. I know a lot of people don't appreciate a skeletonized dial. Personally, I quite like them as long as they're executed properly and well. And I think that this one meets that criteria. And above that, the legibility is much better than a lot that I have seen. Finally, the material is absolutely fantastic. but it does have that downfall of being an absolute fingerprint magnet. You cannot imagine how many times I had to clean this watch to take the pictures for you. You know that I like to wear my watches in before reviewing them, and obviously that comes with fingerprints. Now, after the moan section, we're going to end today's video on a high. let's have a look at that loom shot. Now I know this one is very simple. They've loomed the gear and the handset. It is well loomed with super luminova, but I like that they've kept this so simple and almost refined in a way. I think that is the perfect way for them to go. Obviously the lack of loom numerals is not going to help time telling capabilities, but I don't think we're looking at this as the most highly functional piece. I think we should take this on board more as a conceptual look, and I think a lot of people will enjoy that. Thanks for watching today, guys. I really appreciate this. CIGA Design are obviously linked in the description. Go and check them out. Go and check out their other models. This isn't the only incredible piece that they have available. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my watch content, and I will see you in the next one.